Well, let me say to all South Africans and the people of the continent of Africa, today in South Africa, on the 26th of June, 2022, we are celebrating, and we must celebrate 67 years of the People's Charter, the charter which was drafted on the 26th of June or adopted in 1955 at Kliptown. And it was adopted because it is a true expression of the will and the hopes of the people of South Africa. And as leaders of the ANC today and other progressive organizations in South Africa, I've noted what EFF is doing and many other organizations, as well as the ANC in some parts of the country. We need to reflect and ensure that we implement the will of the people, the 10 clauses of the Freedom Charter. We are no more governing with the people, because the first clause of the Charter, we said, the people shall govern. Let us govern with the people. Let us hear the voice of the people. That's how we will remain in power. For as long as we ignore the cries of our people, especially those who have been marginalized during apartheid times, the black majority, Africans in particular, I don't think the African National Congress will make it again. Indeed, let us ensure one of the conference resolutions, which is part of the Freedom Charter, we said we must actually share the wealth of the country. The wealth of this country must not go only to a few white South Africans who happens to be white and male, and not only the few connected because they are actually involved in politics. Let us make sure that the wealth of the country is transferred into the hands of the majority. It is only in South Africa that the majority are not the owners of the economy. And I think that's what we should actually try and correct and reflect in moving forward. Let us make sure that we have the state bank, as the resolution of NASREC says, because when we do so, it means we cannot only be captured by the banks which are white-owned and those who they actually put in boards and they forget about where they come from. Let us not forget that the doors of learning and culture have been opened, but let us change the curricula of South Africa. Let us be part of Africa, the continent. Let us make sure that there is peace and friendship. And let's remember remember that we are not an island. We are part of the globe. We are part of Africa. If Lesotho doesn't give us water, we can't survive without the Lesotho water. If certain African countries cannot do certain things, we cannot also survive. They also cannot survive. So we are interdependent on Africa. We are not talking about, so people of our same color cannot be our enemies, except those who come to do crime and something else in our country. Let us make sure that the land must be shared amongst those who worked it. Let us give them implements. Let us give them equipments to do the work. Let's not give them just 350 rand. Let's make sure that it is a good cushion for them, but let's accelerate. Let us make sure that graduates and matriculants, even those who did not go to school, have employment. Because in the Freedom Charter we have said, all shall be equal before the law, all shall enjoy equal rights, there shall be work and security. It's us who said so. There shall be work and security. And we can spend a lot of money to ensure we give this money to students. Free education. rather than for the first time go and get loans from IMF and World Bank when we are part of BRICS and there is a BRICS bank. Let us make sure that we give our people the Women's Bank, we give black people their African banks. Let's open up the economy. Let us make sure that there are houses, security and comfort, as we have said. Let us make sure that there is no judge, there is no politician who can be captured. As we said, we are all equal before the law. So let us all be equal before the law and be treated as such. Let the enemy not come in between us. So I'm calling upon South Africans, and I'm happy that a lot of parties, especially those who understand the revolution, such as the PAC and such as EFF, continue doing the work, because even the resolutions you have adopted are the same resolution as the African National Congress. Let us expropriate land without compensation. That's what the Freedom Charter has said. And in 1994, we said in our manifesto as the ANC, when we wanted votes, there shall be quality education and free education. We'll provide it. Let's not change the resolutions. And let us as leaders remain humble. Despite what people can say, the Cubans will tell you, if they want to remove you from power, they will actually say you are corrupt. They will repeat it again and repeat it again and repeat it again and repeat it again. They have done that with Cuba. They have never won. They have done that with Lula. President Lula in Brazil is back. They have done that with Zuma. Zuma will be back. They have done that with many of us. And I'm sure the truth shall always prevail, because that's how we defeated apartheid. Have a lovely Freedom Day, Freedom Charter Day, and let the people of South Africa conquer and say, as we move forward side by side, we shall overcome. Victory is certain, life or death. You unemployed people, you people homeless, you people without water and electricity, never lose hope. During this crisis, the real leadership will emerge and the country shall be saved. And God bless South Africa and God bless Africa. And all of you who are hopeless today, be hopeful tomorrow. Tomorrow will be better than today. And tomorrow will be better and better and better if we all work together, respect one another. A luta continua. The struggle continues for peace, for justice. Let the clouds open and peace be amongst all of you.